What is up, my dear aliholics? A couple of weeks ago I completed putting this cloud light thing in my office room and I wanted to document the process. In the end of the video I will tell you 4 things that I wish I had done differently with this build. The cost for the entire setup was just under $50 and I will show you the renter-friendly way of doing it, so if you put it up in a room in the house or in an apartment that you don't own, it'll be easy to remove it and even place it somewhere else without causing too much damage to the ceiling or even the light setup. This is what my room looked like before, just a regular normal home office. The first step is to acquire some old or new pillows. I have both, a dollar store pillow with polyfill and some old pillows with memory foam. Optional step, pet the cute puppy. I bought 6 A3 sized papers. Because I have a lamp and a smoke alarm in the middle of the ceiling, this is the shape that I have decided upon. I have cut 2 of the papers in half because of the shape and the size of my ceiling. To attach the papers to the ceiling I have used Thumbtacks, and I have used 6 Thumbtacks per A3 paper. The color and shape doesn't matter because they will be covered by the clouds anyway. I have tested the paper with just 2 to see if they hold, and they worked fine. The genius trick that I came up with to make sure the papers are aligned parallel to the wall is to measure the distance between each of the paper corners to the wall. As you can see, I had to readjust it a bit. I have used 6 Thumbtacks per full-sized paper, 1 on each corner and 2 more in the middle. They don't have to be super perfectly aligned with the ceiling, so just try to do your best. It took me about 30 minutes to put all of the papers on the ceiling. This is where I have encountered my first obstacle, which was the fire sprinkler. I took the measurements and decided to cut a hole in one of the papers. It ended up being a little bigger than required, but that wasn't a huge deal. Here are the LED strips that I have bought for the light. Each roll is 15 feet, so a total of 30 feet between the 2 rolls. They come with a USB splitter and a Bluetooth chip to be controlled through the phone, and also a small basic remote. So now the idea is to just attach the LED strip around the papers. Most, if not all, LED strips come with an adhesive strip pre-applied, so it's an easy task to put them up. This took about 30 minutes. I have put them in lines, which was my second mistake, and I'll explain why later. After the LED strips, it was the time to attach the clouds. I have used a can of spray glue. It was the best suited type in my opinion because of how easy it is to use it. I have sprayed a generous amount on each cloud and just pressed it into the paper and held it for a couple seconds. I've realized that the polyfill was not the best option for realistic looking clouds in comparison to the memory foam, so I have decided to alternate between the two and add extra memory foam pieces to the polyfill parts. Between the 2 memory foam pillows and a pillow and a half with polyfill, I had enough material to cover the whole area. This is what the final result looks like. All things considered, I'm pretty happy, but here are the things that I would do differently. 1. Instead of the hollow rectangle shape, I should have measured the distance between the lamp and the fire alarm and made a fuller coverage. I think it would have been cool to have a more uninterrupted middle rather than a frame. 2. Instead of the linear shape, I should have put the lights in a zigzag pattern. This would have given me a better light shape. Right now, the middle is not as bright as the outer sides, and having them in a zigzag shape would also help me manage the length better and more evenly. 3. Wear gloves during the gluing part. The overspray was pretty strong and the glue was hard to get off my hands after. And 4. My last mistake was not covering the floor while I was spraying glue. I got a bunch of it on the floor, on my chair handles, on my desk, and while I like the sticky cheap bar floor aesthetic, I would rather not have it in my home. To get rid of the spray on the floor and the furniture, I have used Goo Gone, which was amazing to get rid of the sticky parts. Here is what I did with the cable. I've used a staple gun to attach the cable to the ceiling and ran the USB extension cord through the fake brick panels and along the wall. To control the color you could use a remote, but the app is nice because it gives more control over the color. There is a simple wheel mode and a full wheel with extra colors. There is also a mode where it matches the music tempo, and since I didn't want to get copyright claims on this video, here is a recording of my call with my internet provider.
For the duration of the entire, rest of the term?
Yeah, exactly. So starting January, you will get 12 months of free unlimited data.
Okay, that sounds good.
There is also shake mode, which in my opinion is a kind of a useless gimmick. Another option is to pick a color from the image. I'm using the face-up image of me as a young woman. This is kind of it. Links to the LED strips that I have used are in the description. For the next video I will have a test of viral TikTok products, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Cheers!